a sliver of the property. I don't know what the intent is, but we'll follow up on that.
But it's
yeah, they said it's not big enough. Yeah.
It's Kaiser, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff. It could be a lab. It could be a whole bunch of stuff that's surrounded with medical.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can follow
And this was supposed to be my first thing on the list because we talk about homeless folks, because we've got that navigation center in our community, as well as we've got navigation centers all over the city in some places. And from what I hear from folks that live there and all that kind of stuff, is like these places are horrible. And I think maybe some of them are better than others and stuff. I don't live in them and stuff, but I think without direct observation and oversight of, okay, what do these operations look like, someone from the city needs to be inspecting these things on a regular basis and stuff and make sure that they're up to speed and that they're operating properly. Because we know how much billions and billions of dollars have come into this state going toward homelessness and stuff, and somehow those populations keep growing. But whoever's responsible for that and stuff, and I know we talked about an audit and stuff like that, but you guys you're the council member here, and these are also our community members, and we care about them and stuff. So maybe one day you guys can walk over there, and you know what, can we come in and talk to the ladies and stuff, and just, every once in a while and stuff there, at least get an idea of what it is. Now, I don't know if there's somebody that's tasked in the city to do that, city inspectors or something, but I'm thinking this is under my purview and stuff. Maybe I ought to go visit sometimes. You guys go do ride-alongs with the police department and the fire department, maybe put them on there. So.
Thank you. Yeah, and thank you for that. The Meadowview Navigation Center is overseen by VOA, which is overseen by the city, so it is under our purview. You're absolutely right. Can I ask you, the folks that have shared that with you, have you encouraged them to come to speak with us or to report it to you, just so that we know what those conditions are?
I've gotten
or have you heard it? Was it just like walking?
No, it's just that I understand because I worked in a place where you have vulnerable people before, and I know that anytime you have a vulnerable population and stuff, it is open toward things not going right there and stuff. And you read reports from these other shelters and stuff, so we haven't read any of them here yet, and hopefully we never will. But you can do a Google search and say like, oh my God, they treat these people like garbage and stuff because this is a vulnerable population. So if we care about folks, not just the ones sleeping down there, but the ones at the navigation center, which was supposed to be temporary, but we knew that was never going to happen. Lies my city told me. But anyway.
Still set up as temporary.
Anyway, all right, so I think I'm at about the end of that and stuff. I got my rants and my reason. I could talk, let me see, so talk about that. I want to clarify what this meeting process is here and stuff, because there's a tab up there that says you sign up for an empty slot, and if the empty slot, you can come down here and talk to our elected official and stuff. And so I've done that, signed up to the empty spot, only one. I haven't signed up for all of the spots. And I signed up for a couple months out and stuff because I would like to have a recurring conversation, because recurring conversations happen all over the city. The city council meeting is a recurring. All of these committees that meet are recurring. So I would like to have a recurring conversation with my elected officials there and stuff. So is there a problem with that and stuff, or do I have to screen it through Jaime first?
No,
because that's what the email sounded like.
Yeah, I think it's just like, there are people that will try to like book meetings and they're like, oh, it's reserved, and we just wanted to make sure that that there's room for other folks who want to meet with me, but I will always meet with you.
If there's an empty spot and it's first come, first serve, right?
Yeah.
If there's an empty spot, and I'm not signing up for all of the spots.
Okay.
I've signed up for multiple spots before, but I signed up for my little 20-minute spot and hope that I can get in. If I can't, well, I'll wait till the next one. So I do that in advance. So in answer to your question there, that's why. And this, what I'm doing here, isn't this called advocacy?
Yes,
and this is what people are supposed to do. They're concerned about the community they live in.
Was it, so you didn't do like 2 or 3 months? It was just
August and September.
Oh, okay.
And so is there? And again, that should be clear. If we're only allowed to book for a certain amount of time out and stuff,
and that might be on us. We just maybe have to figure out the system as.
I can close it.
If it
only be available on
because it's only because right now it's only open until. Well, it closes in October because I'm signed up for, this is July, August and September. October, you guys are not doing it, and November's not up yet and stuff. So if there's a 2 month, 1 month, or whatever it is and stuff, that should be clear.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not hogging up all of the spots and stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think if you want to meet with me monthly, it's a good thing. It's good.
Because you guys have to go down to the city hall every week,
That's right.
at least, and stuff, and that's just in the city,
Yeah.
and you have to listen to
Yeah.
the good folks down there, because I'm pretty sure Mr. Bliss and Mr. Worthy and some of the other regulars down there and stuff. Sometimes you enjoy seeing them,
Yeah.
but I mean, that's part of,
Totally.
if you can't handle it, then you should be in another line of work.
Absolutely.
You know, because this is public service.
Yes.
Public service.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And I think I'm at the end of my list there.
Yeah.
Advocate for positive change, uphold versus upholding this current. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm pretty sure all of y'all are aware that's like, man, this shit is messed up and this stuff, and we need to change this. But it's a huge, heavy lifting stuff. And so some folks would just rather shove it back in the closet and just like, we'll save it for next time. But that doesn't change things and stuff. We're still working in those conditions.
Yeah.
So you guys work hard in trying to do what you can and stuff, but I mean, that's the environment, so.
Yeah.
And Meadowview is, not my opinion, it is, from direct observation, is needing a whole bunch of more than what we're getting there.
Yeah.
All right, City Council record. And speaking of, oh, wait a minute, a couple other things aside.
Yeah.
The little tiny people, so during the meetings, during the comments, not on the agenda, right? On the TV. So when people are talking,
Yeah.
you know, items not on the agenda, they're showed in a little tiny thumbnail like that, right?
On the screen, yeah.
On the
Oh,
screen,
yeah.
they're showed in a little tiny thumbnail. It's like, no, these people took their time and they came down here. Show at least half of the screen there.
Yeah.
There's a little tiny thumbnail, you know,
Yeah.
for people following along. And I think that's a little bit, the optics is a little bit disrespectful because you guys are all up here in the big screens and every time you're here. And then when the people come up there, they got the
Can
little
we follow up with
thing
City
like
Clerk
that.
on that? I'll follow up on that. Yeah,
I
appreciate
don't know
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And do any of your paid staff live in District 8?
Does any of my paid staff live in District 8?
Beautiful District 8? Or all of you guys are just on the edges on the outside?